everyone, my name is Failure, and today I'm gonna read the Timmy Failure series. Book 1, Mistakes Were Made. Hey look, I have a pillow fort, and that I made up that word, and my brother is in the pillow fort, and this time I brought some friends with me. I made them names. This is the fire ninja and golden. This is the fire and golden green ninja. This is a car. It's a flying car, and I named it Golden Tank because it has a mega tank shooting cannon here that looks so. It's like a tank. And I call this Whip Back Flyer. Well, I call it Whip Back Flyer because these are air cannons. And when these air cannons shoot at someone, it will spin them around and then pow! Their heads will bump into the ground, so that's why I call it Whip Back Flyer. It's a hard name, but I like it. It also has 2 cannons here. Okay, now let's start with our book. Timmy Failure, book 32. No. A prologue that story-wise is out of order. It's harder to drive a polar bear into somebody's living room than you'd think. You need a living room window that's big enough to fit a car. You need a car that's big enough to fit a polar bear. And you need a polar bear that's big enough to not point out your errors. Like the fact that you've driven into the wrong house, which when it comes to cars in living rooms is bad. I should back up. The story, not the car. Chapter 1, blah 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 blah. Alright, let's get the boring stuff out of the way. My name is Failure, Timmy Failure. I look like this. Timmy Failure. Distinctive scarf. My family name was once Failure, but somebody changed it. Now it is spelled as you see. I ask that you get your failure jokes out of the way now. I am anything but. I am the founder and President and CEO of the detective agency I have named after myself. Failure INC is the best detective agency in the town, probably in the country, perhaps the world. Though the book you are holding is a historical record of my life as a detective. It has been rigorously fact-checked. All the drawings in here are by me. I tried to get my business partner to do the illustrations, but they were not good. For example, here is his depiction of me. Scribble, 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 scribble. I have decided to publish this history because my expertise is invaluable to anyone who ever wanted to be a detective. Just read the reviews. Invaluable to anyone who ever wanted to be a detective. Anonymous. But success did not come overnight for me. I had to overcome obstacles like this. My mother, my school, my ideal best friend, my polar bear. And yes, I'm sure you have the same question everyone else does when they list these obstacles. Why am I best friends with an idiot. I'll get to it later. Oh, and I suppose I should say a word about the 1,500-pound polar bear. His name is Toto. Well, maybe his name is Toto because he is way too heavy. Maybe he's heavier than the toe. Maybe he's heavy like the total number if you plus all the polar bears in the world's kilograms together. Like maybe one was 500, 200, 300, 450. You plus all that and you get the total number. And this fat polar bear is Toto. Okay. Toto's Arctic home is melting, so he wandered for food and found my catfish. He is now 3,101 miles from his former home. Yes, that's not a long way to roam for a catfish, but we buy good cat food. Sadly, my cat is not in kitty heaven, or perhaps the kitty badlands. He never was a friendly cat. Do cats go to heaven and badlands? Incidentally, Toto displayed a fair degree of diligence and reliability. And thus, I agreed to make him a partner in my agency. As it turned out, the diligence and reliability were a ruse, something polar bears do, and I don't want to talk about it. I also don't want to discuss the change I agreed to make to the name of the agency, which now resides in our yellow pages at Total Failure, INC. We won't fail, despite what the name says. And now I have to go, because the timber line is ringing. Okay. Oh, and so you might wonder, what does sauce mean? Well, it's like a silly word. Sauce, the definition. Well, one of the definitions of sauce is